quickly and affordably. A Dorrance ghostwriter can provide as much or as little help as you need to complete your book. You'll work directly with your ghostwriter to finish your book faster than you ever could on your own. It's easy to become a published author. Call Dorrance now to learn more. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. Call right now. That number is 800-485-6003.
Welcome, folks, to Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, also on the American Forces Network. Thank you to the men and women in uniform. iHeartRadio, we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Florida Rick and Oklahoma Brian, my two co-hosts. Friday afternoon, Las Vegas. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, Frank.
Good. Oh, Brian, I see you're in the house. I'm sure you guys as kids hated this May 10th day. Remember, it was one of the worst days in the world for me as a kid.
Why is that?
You know, May 10th. May 10th is National Clean Up Your Room Day. Oh.
Is that because of Mother's Day around the corner? Or?
Yep, it was National Clean Up Your Room Day. I hated it. My gosh, it was the Friday before Mother's Day. But, hey, guys, you know, Brian, they came out with the series price. I think you're a little off. I mean, I've got the Warriors minus $1.85.
Yeah, but the reason is that now it looks like they're optimistic that Durant might come back. So if you remember when we made that price yesterday, we were under the mindset that Durant was probably out. So actually, I think we actually it probably would have been even lower than we made it if we had if he had actually been out as we thought.
Well, hey, now I was gonna run this by you guys because let's do the math on this. I kind of like this Golden State minus $1.85. Okay, I think you get almost a free look at this game because if Golden State can win this game, well, naturally you'd win your series price. If they don't, they go to Game 7 in Golden State. What would they be at Golden State?
Well, it depends on Durant's playing or not. It doesn't look like he's going to play this series. So, assuming that he's out, which he most likely will be, like I said yesterday, I think the line would be Golden State minus 2. So money line would probably be around 125, 130, maybe 2.5. It can't be higher than 2.5. There's just no way it can be higher than 2.5 without Durant. So it's at 2.5 range. So you're looking at money line 125 to 135 in that ballpark.
Well, guys, we're gonna get ready for a break, but when we come back, I got a real big take on this series. I think we're gonna be able to make us some money on this. It's gonna fall into one of the categories that we like this year, and it came through, I think, 5 out of 6 times. But this is Sports Byline USA. We're Fifth Street Sports, and we will be back right after this timeout. Oklahoma Brian, Florida Rick, and myself, Frank Perez, back after this break.
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, what do we got here? Save money on car insurance when you bundle home auto with Progressive. Save money on car insurance. You ready? Save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. That sounded pretty good, I think. I could do it one more time, but I think that's... What do you say? Nailed it, right? Nailed it.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Trade pros. Whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our pro pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
Guys, you manscape, right? You know, tidy up below the belt, trim the Yeti. Every guy knows the tree stands taller when the shrubs are trimmed, and 9 out of 10 women said that they prefer their men manscaped. But you got to use the right tools for the jewels, or you look like you clear-cut the forest with a machete. And nicks and cuts are the last thing the twins down south need. Pop over to my buds at manscaped.com and check out their Perfect Package 2.0 featuring the lawnmower, which is the perfect tool for below-the-waist grooming. And it's rechargeable and waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. Manscaped invented skin-safe technology that won't nick or snag Mars or Uranus, which hurts like the dickens when Jupiter ascends. Order your Perfect Package 2.0 featuring all the right tools for the jewels and get 20% off plus free shipping and a free travel bag. Pop over to manscaped.com and enter promo code USA for 20% off plus free shipping and a free travel bag. Manscaped.com, promo code USA. That's manscaped.com, promo code USA.
Attention business owners, now is the perfect time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. We can give you packages with up to 90 great channels and save your business a ton of cash. And if you call right now, you can learn how to get free equipment and free installation. Now you have choices. It's time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. And call today and get 90 channels plus free equipment and free installation. Smart business owners like you all across the country are consolidating and saving money on their cable TV, internet, and phone service for the business. So now's the perfect time. This may be a limited time offer to the first 100 people that call right now. So please save money and call now.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's 800-470-7113.
Welcome back, folks. Fifth Street Sports, Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces Network, iHeartRadio. Tune in, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Also, you can catch us on Twitch. And don't forget Twitter at Fifth Street Sports. Guys, we got a great show today. It's Oklahoma, Brian, Florida, Rick, and myself. Here's my 1 minute rant, and then you guys, and then I'm going to throw the ball to you guys. Rick, Brian, how many times this year did we fall into the category? Remember, the Cavs had everybody hurt. This guy had everybody hurt. And the next thing you know, they ended up winning by 15. I smell that today in Houston. I think Golden State, Curry, and the boys step up and win it without the big guy.
Okay.
What?
Interesting.
way I
You're the basketball guy, Rick. Why don't you go ahead and take this?
Yeah, I kind of think it's a little bit different once we're in the playoffs than in the regular season when these type of instances occur. And I think Kevin Durant is more important right now than anybody else to his team, with the exception of maybe Kawhi Leonard. That like I said yesterday, Golden State, I think, is just going to pack it in tonight, go through the motions. Of course, they're going to try to win, but assuming they're starting to get blown out early, or maybe even in the second half, they're not going to use up their energy to try to come back. They know it's a fruitful point, so they're just going to save it all for Game 7. Hope Durant comes back, which I don't think he will, but even if he's not, they're still going to have the home court, and a crazy Game 7 atmosphere in Oakland. I think this is going to be their last game, or possibly the last game in Oakland. Right, next year they move to the new arena in downtown San Fran. Is that right, Brett?
I believe you're right. Yeah.
So
I didn't realize it was in San Fran. I knew they were moving to a new arena. Wow. So,
yeah.
I wonder how that changed. Do you think that changes the fan base at all? Do you think they get a different type of fans moving across the bay?
I don't think so. My guess is that most of their fans are coming from that area anyway. They seem like a San Fran type of team, and I don't think it's going to change much at all. And I think the fans will be much happier being in downtown San Francisco than in Oakland.
Wow. Well, you guys, I listened to, I've say five shows, three or more podcasts, a couple more radios, and two of the guys that I kind of like pretty good on the radio were saying if any team can step it up by missing their key player, it's Curry and the boys. And you guys, I smell it. I think these guys are champions. I think these guys got a lot of heart, and they can pull through here.
I do like the angle. I was going to say I like the angle of Warriors money on the money line. I think that does make a lot of sense.
Oh, the plus. What is it, Rick? Rick, what do you got? Like 280, 290 on this?
Money line is plus 275, plus 280. Yeah, in that range, 275, 295 range. Yep. The public is pretty high in Golden State, surprisingly. 55% of Golden State lines moved up from 5.5 to 7. So you can see kind of where the sharp money is on. So it really seems like it's on Houston, and I think the line will probably close at 7.5. And honestly, I mean, we'll get to the pick segment later, but I would only be on Houston here.
Well, I'm going to step out, you guys. I'm going to step out with Golden State. I smell an NBA rat here, and I'm gonna take a banged up Golden State team to win this thing easy.
Win it easy tonight,
All right.
you're saying?
Well,
Yeah, tonight.
Wow.
I mean, tonight.
Okay. That is stepping.
I think the
out.
Eagle.
All right.
I think the Eagle lands in Houston tonight, you guys. I do.
all right. Well, hey, speaking of Eagles, I want to hear what you think about the PGA coming up this week. I don't know. I haven't been on much this week, but there was a story this week about the mysterious guy that placed a huge bet on Tiger Woods during the Masters. He's back this week, and he's betting. He's not betting at all, but he's betting a lot on the PGA. Did you happen to catch that story?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I saw it.
what's that? No, I did not catch that story.
Well, the guy that that bet. What did he bet, Rick? 100,000 to win
I think
1.4
85.
million.
85,000 to win 1.2 million.
Okay, so he is now betting 100,000 on. You want to take a guess who he's betting on, Frank?
Tiger Woods.
It is Tiger Woods. Yeah, he's betting 100,000 on Tiger Woods. This guy who claims he's never made a bet in his life, but
Wow.
I don't know. Not sure how good a bet it
finish
is.
the rest of the
but,
bet.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Finish the. What's the rest of it?
So the actual bet he's making is he's betting $100,000 at 100 to 1 odds that Tiger's going to win the Grand Slam this year. So Tiger
That's
never
right.
did it even in his prime. He held all 4 at once, but he never won the Grand Slam in a calendar year. And now he's betting 100,000 at 100 to 1 that he's going to do it this year. So if it wins, he's going to win $10 million. So good for him. But I kind of don't believe that he's never made a sports bet before.
I kind of think that's an awful bet because what is Tiger getting in the next one? Is he getting 8 to 1 in the what's the next one? The U.S. Open?
Well, the PGA starts. Yeah, that's the next one. They moved the PGA up this year. It used to be that was the last one. They played it in August. This year they're playing it in May. So
I think
that'll be the next one.
I think he has made an awful bet because if Tiger's getting 8 to 1 in this thing, his 10,000 would become 90. So let's say he wins that. Now he goes
Okay.
to the British. Okay, he's got 90,000 in his hand, and he goes to the British Open, where Tiger's going to be at what do you think, 5 to 1? If he's won these two, he'll be
Oh
five.
no way! He'll be a bigger dog than that. This is such a no. I'd say you'll get 8 to 1 or better.
Right.
on
So
him.
then,
let's-
so right there at 8 to 1 with your 90 in hand, that's 720. You got 800,000 in your hand. Now everybody would be pumped up. You know, he's won 3. Everybody be pumped up. You still get at least 4 to 1 in the last one, and it looks like 3. You know, like $30-something million. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah, it is a terrible bet.
Oh, wait a second. Did I?
Wait, no, I think you messed
No.
up the math. I think the way you're saying it, he's 5 to 1 to be about 4 million. So if the way you're doing it is correct, then it's actually not a bad.
No,
price.
it has to be wrong, Rick, because maybe I just did the math wrong. Okay, he gets
I think you
8
did
to
the math wrong.
1.
That's what I'm saying.
8
Yeah,
to
8 to
1
1
times 8 to 1, right? That's
Yeah, so 90 and then 720 is 800,000. Figure he got even 10 to 1 at that point. That's only 8 million. That's 8 to 1, 8 to 1, 10 to 1. So it's probably not that bad of a price, but it's just
Oh no! Wait!
unlikely to happen.
But I did it on 10,000. You know, the guy started with 100,000.
oh, there
yeah.
you go.
See,
Okay.
because it has to because
Okay,
you're going to go 8 to 1 times 8 to 1 times 4 to 1.
You're right. Yeah. So there you go. So it'd
Oh,
be like
I would
30
love to. I would
like
love
30 million. You're right.
I would love to tell that guy, hey, I'll put it in for you. I got this handled. I mean, you would probably be near your 10 million and just be able to watch the last one and hope that he doesn't win, and you can bank it all.
And if he does, you just disappear to like Uzbekistan for the rest of your life.
No, but I mean, seriously,
You
that's
don't have to jump off a bridge. You just have to disappear.
that's an and then you and speaking of Golden State, you definitely don't want to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. Too many people have survived. You know what I mean? So you.
Yeah, I won't be doing that.
But what was I going to say? Is definitely. I mean, gosh, what an awful bet, terrible bet.
Yeah. Speaking of golf, did you see that Tony Romo is playing in this week's PGA event?
No way.
And he's playing in the Byron Nelson. He shot a 76 yesterday, which
Wow.
for a mortal person, that's pretty darn good. Turns out this is a pretty easy course, and he's actually at 158th place, I believe. But still impressive, right? Shoot a 76 on the PGA Tour. He actually birdied the first hole, and I think he might have even gotten to 2 under at one point before he started giving back a bunch of strokes.
Now, I don't know if you guys have ever played golf, but in these professional
Tried
courses-
to.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Awful. Okay, Nick's got his hand up. That means we got it just a few seconds, you guys. So we're gonna have to come back. I'm gonna tell you about a golf adventure I had at the AT&T at Pebble Beach because my cousin was a golf pro there. Anyways, we'll be back, you guys, right after this. Fifth Street Sports. Got to take a break.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Where do you want to go on a vacation or honeymoon? The Caribbean, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico? How about Disney or a cruise? At Superior Cruise and Travel, we've got you covered. We'll assign you your own travel concierge. They'll help you design a custom vacation plan that you can't find online. And the service is completely free. You can't compare the value of this to any other online travel company. We can help you plan a custom vacation anywhere in the world. We even offer payment plans with no credit card required. Now you pay off your vacation on your time schedule. Call now and mention the promo code RADIO and save up to $500. Book your custom trip. Call Superior Cruise and Travel now and talk to one of the highest rated travel agencies in the country with a 5-star A+ online rating.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Guys, we are back. It is Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, iHeartRadio. Streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You guys, let me tell you something that I noticed in golf. I'm a terrible golfer. Terrible, right? But still, I mean, I could hit it straight and all that other stuff. These PGA courses have, when you say Tony Romo shot a 76, these PGA courses, these fairways are so narrow. There's so many traps that they're not like your regular golf course when we come out here with the boys. My wife's cousin, he is the pro at Pebble Beach. And when he got married in 2007, we went out there, and he took us out on the golf course after everybody was done on the 18th hole. He goes, come on, you guys. He was sneaking us out there. So he said, let's play the 18th hole, just pretending like, you're going to go to the clubhouse on Sunday. You know what I shot? We played it 4 times. I shot an 85, and I played that hole 4 times. An 85, I shot like a 22, a 23, and back-to-back 20s. That's how terrible it is.
Yeah. Now, here's the one thing about this particular situation with Romo. They're playing this at a new course called Trinity Forest in Dallas. It's actually kind of a controversial course. It's a very, very bizarre setup. If you've seen it on TV or maybe you're familiar with it, it's essentially built on like an old reclaimed trash dump. And it's kind of like a link style course, but it's in the middle of Dallas, and here's the kicker. They have a very limited number of members. It just so happens that Tony Romo is a member of the course. So he does get a chance to play this course on a regular basis. Jordan Spieth, by the way, is a member of the course. Last year was the first year they played this event at this course. Jordan Spieth is a member of the course and played terrible last year. But generally speaking, if you have a chance to play the course on a regular basis, that's going to help a little bit. And we know Romo is an incredible athlete. He's won the the celebrity version of whatever that tournament they play in Lake Tahoe. He's won that, I think, multiple times, and he's played at the Bing Crosby, of course, and had some success there. So, it's a tough course, but he's probably he's the one guy who's probably closer to a professional golfer in terms of skill level, and he has the ability to play the course on a regular basis.
Now, Rick, I was going to ask you because you look like you would like a pretty good, like you'd be a good golfer. Are you an advocate of the greens?
I mean, I've gone to the driving range several times, but that's pretty much the extent of my golfing career. So no, I've never really golfed. I've gone with Brian actually a few times, but when he lived in Oregon, we'd go out to the driving range over there, and now I do Top Golf. That's pretty much my golfing experience.
My only success, my only success in golf, and I would have to label it right up there with that Liverpool victory, because I'm a terrible golfer, but I do got to say now I'm not chirping. I'm a great putter. Okay, so I got invited to the Suncoast 2011 Invitational for a scramble. And I tried to get out of it. I said, you guys, I'm terrible. I'm awful. And please, no laughing when I'm on the tee. I don't want to hear any cracks from the gallery while I'm swinging and missing and all that. But they said, no, Frank, don't worry about it. It's the best ball. I said, well, what's the prizes? So first place was $2,500 and a trophy and all that crap. So I got on with 3 guys who were pretty decent. Not one of my balls was ever used on the green because I never made it. But we finished second. I got a big trophy and $1,500 in slot play. Nobody could believe it, even my nephews, as awful as I was, because I made some of the most incredible putts you could imagine. But not one of my balls was even near being used at any point. In fact, a couple times I said, I'm not even gonna tee off because mine's not gonna count. So mine's not gonna count. But so that I would label that right up there with the Liverpool upset. Me getting a trophy for anything in golf.
Awesome.
Maybe even more. Maybe even a bigger upset.
Yeah, but I did make like a 35, 40 footer. I mean, they were very excited. I said, you guys, I'll just putt. I don't even want to, because, I got into a fight one time at Black Mountain Golf Course with a basic high school golf team. I went out there with my buddies, and they're great golfers. and they were playing right behind us, all the kids from the high school. And when it was my turn to play, and I said, I'm awful, I would swing and miss, hack it, grounder to the left. They started laughing at me. So I went after them. I said, I'm tired of this, you guys. I don't want to hear these cracks from you guys. And we got into it. So that's why I don't really like to go out there with people watching me.
Everyone look away.
Exactly. Well, you guys now be so let's break this. Okay, so in the third segment we can break down the betting perspectives in this NBA game. So now I'll go to Brian first. Okay, Brian, you got anything in Major League Baseball today?
I haven't actually looked around for anything yet. No. I haven't.
Okay. All right, we got that one, and then we'll go to Rick. I mean, don't give out the bets. I'm just saying, like, do you see anything happening with teams? Is there a team that's because I do believe that your Red Sox are coming back. You know what I mean? They are starting to play better. I shamed them in April, but they're back.
Yeah. The Red Sox are not going anywhere. They'll be there come August, September, and I don't know if they'll win the division, but I expect them to make the playoffs.
Well, now
especially with 2 wild cards.
How about this? Because Brian, I know that you're looking around. I have 3 or 4 buddies that are pretty avid bettors. They said nobody's beating baseball this year. Does that look accurate to you and all the accounts you're spying in?
The 2 groups that I follow most closely, they haven't done anything, but they're not getting crushed. They just haven't. I expect that they'll go on a pretty big run. So basically, when you look at pros that are betting baseball, there's basically 2 categories. There's the guys that attack stuff early in the morning, right? Overnight, early in the morning. They want to be first to market. And then there's the guys that wait for the starting lineups because they're basically trying to crunch the numbers and simulate a game based on the starting lineups. And so those guys typically wait, until say an hour before the game starts when that data starts to show up. So, neither one of those. I will say that some of the overnight guys that play totals based on weather, they've done okay. That's kind of the lowest hanging fruit in the baseball market. But I think when it's all said and done, I think that the guys that stick it out and grind all summer, play value, they come ahead, with a nice little profit at the end of the summer.
Rick, and like, would you think in baseball, if you had to, because you do bet baseball professionally, do you think you got a higher success rate if you were a totals guy or a sides guy?
Oh, I think sides for sure, without a doubt, because of all the dogs. The best baseball bettors out there are betting dogs a lot more than they're betting favorites. So when you're taking some of these like plus 150, plus 175 dogs and they're cashing, that's almost like winning 2 bets right there. So for sure, the side bettors are the ones who are going to make more, unless the total ones are just hitting at a ridiculous rate, like in the 60, 65 percentile. Which, if they're going to hit that high, then
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree slightly. Okay, first of all, the one point that you should make defending your side is really, if you're playing baseball the way you should be betting into a 10-cent line. So you got a really, really small vig, right, for the house. Pretty much double, right? Double the juice on totals as compared to sides. But I still think totals are better if you're early on totals. If you can get that overnight price, especially during April and May, March, even now, the very end of the baseball season started in March. But those first 60 days, I think the totals guys have an edge. And then the rest of the year, I think the sides catch up.
But don't you think, Brian, that by betting totals early, you kind of lose that little edge of the wind reports and stuff on the opening day, like when it's in the morning now? You do lose the wind edge?
No, I think that you're trying to beat everyone to market on the wind edge. I think you kind of know overnight the good winds, the 20-mile-an-hour winds. You know those ahead of time. What's tricky is like shifting winds, or if the wind looks like it could be coming, in from left field, and before you know it, it's going out to right field, right? Because
Right.
the intensity of the wind is much more predictable than the direction of the wind. Sometimes the direction can change in the last 8 hours or 12 hours, but I still think totals early in the year are better.
That's interesting because it used to be the bookmakers are always whining that they lost in the summer, in baseball, and now it looks tough to me. Sometimes I look at this board and it's just not clear. It's definitely I don't see anything. I don't know if maybe it's
It's tough. What's really tough about baseball is when you see guys that you respect going opposite constantly in baseball. It really drives home the fact that it's really about grabbing an optimum price than there necessarily being a quote unquote right side to the game. Both sides could be the right side at good prices.
That's funny you say that because I've gone out with a couple of guys. One of them used to bet here in Vegas big time, and he got the same games as Gary Austin. They were betting $2,000 a game, and at the end of the season, and the guy bet exactly what Gary Austin bet. And Gary Austin said to him, I won $61,000 for the year. And the guy said, I broke even and I bet all your games. It was because of the prices. He was getting 12 to 20 cents worse on the same game. And at the end of the long season, he broke even. The other guy won $61,000. So here we go, guys. It's going to be talk you can bet on. You don't want to miss the third segment of Fifth Street Sports. Be right back after this break.
Jared has hundreds of gifts you could get Mom this Mother's Day, like a tennis bracelet.
Aww.
Or a diamond necklace.
Thank you, sweetie.
But there's only one that will make her feel like this.
Yes!
With Jared's Diamond Price Match Guarantee, you can finally get Mom the one gift she's always wanted.
Oh, I love you so much.
For you to get engaged. Shop at a Jared store today and dare to be devoted.
We promise to match any price on a loose certified diamond of the same characteristics and quality from any other jewelry retailer as validated by Jared personnel in store. See jared.com/price match for details.
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low-cost airline has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
I'm Nick Ebram. I like to have a nice smooth shave. I do have a goatee. I like to make sure the skin around it is nice and smooth. And when you're using one of those disposable razors, you never know what you're going to get. You don't get a great shave. But I tell you, I have found the solution to my shaving issues with Harry's razors. Non-slip, comfortable handle. I think these are absolutely the best. Right now, you can get a $13 value trial set. Comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave. Weighted ergonomic handle, a 5-blade razor with a lubricating strip, a rich lathering shave gel, a travel blade cover. You can get a $13 value trial set right now. Go to harrys.com/World Soccer. Go right now, harrys.com/World Soccer. Redeem your offer right now and let them know that I, Nick Ebers, sent you. harrys.com/World Soccer to go get your Harry's razors.
For professional staffing, there's only one name you need to know. Robert Half. Robert Half custom matches our candidates to your specific hiring requirements by combining personalized service from local staffing experts with an advanced matching technology based on 70 years of successful placements. For highly skilled accounting, finance, IT, legal, marketing, or administrative staffing, count on Robert Half. We'll find you productive, engaged employees. Learn more at roberthalf.com/radio.
1 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 754 4531. 800 7
Fifth Street Sports, folks. We are back. I am Frank Perez on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I am joined with Florida Rick and Oklahoma Brian on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces, iHeart, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Catch us on Twitter at Fifth Street Sports and even on Twitch. You won't catch us on Game of Thrones, though, because if you could catch us on that, I would spoil it for you guys right now. And you're still betting on it. Anyways, guys, this is Talk You Can Bet On. I've given you I stepped out on a limb. I think Golden State tonight, outright winner. The champions step up, Curry and the boys. So I'll go to Brian first. How's that? Brian, I'm going to go to you first. If you got any angles in any sports in any way to make some dough, please share that with us.
Well, I'm going to agree with you on the NBA, on the Warriors game. I'm kind of torn in this game, but I think if you like the Warriors, I think you play the Warriors on the money line. I think it's a great price. Not saying that I actually wouldn't take the Warriors plus the 7.5. I think they're either in the game, and if they are, I think there's a good chance they win it, or I think they pack it in for Game 7 at home. So that's my one thought in basketball. And moving to baseball, I got a couple of games. I've spied on a few accounts. I got some games that look good based on the accounts they're in. One of them, it's a little bit more chalk that I'm comfortable laying normally in baseball, but it's a pretty good account. It's the Cardinals laying about 145, 146. This guy laid 145. I see you can still get to the high 140s right now on the Cardinals. That's game, what is that? That's game 956. Yeah, and the other game is Washington on the road at the Dodgers, taking about plus 185, 190 on the road. So those are two plays that I've picked out of sharp accounts.
All right, we'll go to Rick now. By the way, I do like those plays, but boy, I don't ever bet favorites in baseball, and every time I do, I just instantly lose. And I go, how can this be? I might bet 10 favorites a year and probably lose 9 of them.
I know that feeling.
Scary, right? Rick, how about you, buddy? What do you like? Are you going to double down on those?
I'll get to my plays in a moment, but first let me just acknowledge what we talked about yesterday, and that is that it actually happened. Chelsea and Arsenal both ended up winning. Chelsea won in PKs to advance to the Europa League final, so we have an all-English final in Europa and Champions League, and I think that's an incredible story, and it'll probably never happen again. We'll have all 4 teams in one league playing in both the Champions and Europa League finals, and the way it happened too. I don't know if you watched the penalty kicks, Frank, but I'm kind of with you. Soccer is a little boring, but boy, that was exciting. Those penalty kicks, and Chelsea went down a PK, and then they got a stop. The goalie saved one, like basically between his knees, and they got another stop, and they won the last kick. And what an environment. Anyway, I had to mention that because we never actually gave out the final because the game was still going on. We were on the air yesterday, so yeah. I think the Chelsea Arsenal game is going to be played in Azerbaijan. So I wonder how many hooligans are going to go from those teams travel to Azerbaijan.
Well, actually, they're limited. They're limited number of tickets. They've only made 6,000 tickets available in Baku for supporters of both Arsenal and Chelsea. So a 70,000 seat stadium, only 6,000 of those people will be fans of the game. There's no direct flights from the UK at all, from London, because that's obviously where Arsenal and Chelsea are. There are no direct flights from London to Baku. You have to go via Istanbul. It costs about £350 to get there and about £850 to get back. It's a 10-hour flight. I would suggest to you guys that no matter how much the hooligan element would love to go, they probably don't have. That's probably 10 years worth of beer money. I can't see that. I can't see that many hooligans making that long of a trip.
Now, why would anybody go to Azerbaijan?
Well, I understand.
Wait, now didn't Azerbaijan sponsor a soccer team recently?
Yeah, they do.
They did.
Yeah, they do still, actually. And I think it's in Italy. I don't remember. I'll have to look. But, hey, I hear Baku's just quite full of wonderful nightlife in Baku.
What do you mean? What,
I think it's awesome that Baku is the capital of Azerbaijan.
Well, but Nick, let's expand on that. When you say nightlife, are you saying like, restaurants, tequila with the boys or anything? Or are you saying... what kind of nightlife are you talking about?
I like the nightlife. I like to boogie on the disco floor. Okay, wait, I won't sing. No, I hear the ladies of Baku are quite something to take in.
I have never seen a Bakuan or an Azerbaijani woman. What's their?
I bet you have.
What's their complexion? What's the complexion there?
I don't really know, Frank. I'm just really joking. I have no idea. I have no idea if
I
any
swear,
women that I have
I've
been
living,
biblical with are of the Azerbaijani.
No, but Nick. I've been living in Vegas, the tourist capital of America, for 55 years. I've been all over Europe, everything. I've never ever had a woman come up to me and say, "Oh, hi, I'm from Azerbaijan," or what is it, Bakuan?
Baku. But I think Star Wars, but that was Jakku. Right? I don't know, but maybe they have 4 eyes and 6 breasts. I don't know, but could be very interesting. But here in Vegas, everything's so incredible. I mean, don't we have an Azerbaijani specialty strip club here?
I've never heard of that. That's like saying we're going to do the College World Series this year in Jakarta. Come on, an Azerbaijani strip club. I mean, okay, or a Jewish strip club. How would that be?
Well, most of the strip. Well, I can tell you that would be Sapphire because that's owned by the Cohen family.
Okay.
So there you go.
Wow. But I mean, why would they have a game in Azerbaijan? I don't understand that. It's ridiculous to me.
Because just look, at the end of the day, what does FIFA and UEFA and all of these sports bodies like more than anything?
Women.
More than women.
More than women, money.
Yeah,
money. Okay.
Money. They love the dosh, don't they? So, just like the Olympics, when you bid for it, all these countries bid for the rights to hold the finals of these various tournaments. And, he who has the most gold wins the race. It's the first one to the finish line with the biggest envelope. And right now it was Baku, the Azerbaijani. They have a lot of oil and gas money. And so UEFA like that sort of money. I personally think it's ridiculous. Look, you've got 2 massive teams from London, okay? Chelsea Football Club and Arsenal Football Club. They're 8 miles apart, and yet they're going to travel 3,000 miles to play this final match. And there is first of all, there is a gorgeous, beautiful, state-of-the-art facility called Wembley, purpose designed for this, and you can make the same argument about Liverpool and Tottenham. They're going to travel all the way to Spain to play a match when, it's 5 hours from London to Liverpool.
And now I'm still a little bit interested in this nightlife. This Azerbaijani women, do they have that beekeeper outfit like they do in Saudi and all that, or is it more liberal? Than that?
I don't really know, Frank. Most of the Azerbaijani women I've seen have been naked, so I haven't really looked at what they're wearing. They're not wearing much.
Okay.
Anyway, got you on that one, didn't I?
Anyways, yeah, thanks, Nick. All right, you guys. Well, let's see about a little bit of Rick. Back.
All right, time to give some picks. I just had to acknowledge that because it's been a great soccer week, and I know this isn't our specialty on the show, and Nick does that at night. But I mean, it's worth noting in this show the amazing soccer that we've seen this week. So it's probably stuff we'll never see again in our lifetime, or if we do, it's going to be many years down the road.
It's all about Nick this week.
Yeah. Well, it's a good week to have him in the studio. All right. So getting back to tonight's game, I am completely opposed with you on the Houston Golden State game. I couldn't be more opposed. I think this game is going to be one of these, 25, 30-point blowouts. I think Golden State's going to realize right away, unless Golden State somehow gets off to a big early lead. If they get off to like a quick 12-2 type lead and they're winning, by 6-8 at the end of the first quarter, it's a different story. But I expect Houston's going to get off to a quick lead, and once they do, it's just going to keep expanding. And honestly, I could see this being one of those games that they win by 35, 40 points. The subs are playing the entire fourth quarter. I like Houston a lot here. I know Chip said that with yesterday, and I agree with him. Unfortunately, Chip was right both games yesterday, and I was wrong on both. But on this one, we agreed on. It was kind of like the Milwaukee game 2 nights ago. I just see I don't see this being close, really, ever. Maybe in the first few minutes, and after that, I think it's a blowout. And I think Golden State is almost expecting that too. So that's my basketball play. In terms of baseball, there's a lot of big, juicy dogs tonight, and I think it's almost worthy of putting like a quarter unit on each of these dogs. I think they're all live, and they all have a good shot of winning. And plus, it's a Friday night. We know how the public comes out on Friday night and bets up favorites even more than regular, and so the best time to bet baseball is on weekends. And tonight there's just some really juicy dogs. I'm going to throw a few of them out there that I really like for, like I said, maybe like a quarter unit each. First, the Marlins at the Mets. Marlins are getting about plus 160, plus 165. Lopez at Wheeler. I think the Marlins are live tonight. I like the Padres getting about $1.50 at the Rockies. That's Lauer and Marquez. I like Bryce, Washington Nationals, getting about plus 180, plus 185 at the Dodgers. I always like to fade Maeda. I've never been a fan of his, and I'm not a fan of Sanchez either. But I think the price here is makes it worth taking. So I like them. Going to the American League, I like the Mariners tonight, plus 175, plus 180 at the Red Sox. Not a huge Rodriguez fan. I think the fact that he's a minus 200 favorite here is way overpriced. So I'll take the Mariners here. I like the Yankees getting $1.45, $1.50 at Tampa with Termon and Glasnow. Another situation, I think Glasnow's a better pitcher, but Yankees been playing well. I think the price dictates you bet the Yankees here. You got another one, Tigers, plus 210, plus 215 at Minnesota. These prices are just crazy tonight. They shouldn't be this high. I think it's because it's a weekend too that these prices are extra high. So Ross against Odorizzi, and then I like Rangers plus 240, plus 250. Lynn against Verlander. We talked about it yesterday, and the Rangers won. Oh no, sorry, the Rangers actually lost last night, but they were winning until late. And if Reddick doesn't rob Hunter Pence with that 3-run homer in the ninth inning, the Rangers are most likely going to win. So, again, it's for the silver boot. And, I think the Rangers are a great play here. I think these games are tough, and the Rangers always play the Astros tough. So give me the Rangers. So I like all those dogs, little like quarter unit, maybe a fifth of the unit, but just, gives you lots of action. I think a few of them will win.
I got a couple questions. By the way, great rundown. First question, though, the silver boot. Do the Texas Rangers bring it onto the field kind of like the way the Mounties do with the Grey Cup? Like when it's about to be awarded, like in the 8th inning, do they ride or 9th inning, do they ride the bullpen cart out with the the trophy, or how does that work?
Because remember, the silver boot is for the entire year. So I guess maybe the team that officially, once they win at 10 games, then they automatically, they maybe look at the boot presented them by, George W. Bush or someone. I have no idea. But so we won't know until the first team wins the 10th game. Because there's
that'll be something that I can, fixate on all summer. Now, I did some research on Azerbaijan. I thought for sure I would come up with some famous Azerbaijanis, and Frank would go, "Oh man, of course." I didn't realize. I actually couldn't find any female Azerbaijanis. I tried actually quite hard, but I do have some little factoids about Azerbaijan.
Bring them back right after this break, Brian. We got to take a break. We're going to listen to Brian's Azerbaijan countdown. Back after this, folks. Fifth Street Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Clapper, Chief of Orthopedic Surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Group in Los Angeles, California. Dedicated to your health, your life, and your sports. As a weekend warrior, you know about sports injuries and pain. Exercise is an important element in keeping your body's core in good shape to minimize sports injuries. But when you are in pain, there is one product that I recommend to my patients, and that is Blue Goo Gel. Blue Goo consists of a proprietary formula developed specifically for the treatment of inflammation and general muscle aches and strains. I recommend Blue Goo for my patients coping with hip and knee pain before surgery, especially bursitis and tendinitis. Give Blue Goo a try. Call 1-888-330-0123 and you'll receive a 1-week supply of Blue Goo absolutely free. The makers of Blue Goo are even paying the shipping. The number again is 1-888-330-0123. If you want more information on Blue Goo, visit online at www.dothegoo.com.
Now available at select Big 5 stores near you.
At 28, I had struggled with opiate and meth addiction for 12 years.
I did and said things that the sober me never would have done. One day I realized I was not invincible. I was not exempt. And that's when a friend told me about Elite Rehab Placement. They gave me the tools I needed to get sober, and all it took was the one phone call.
Elite Rehab can help you start to break your addiction problem and get sober in as little as 7 days. And we'll work with your insurance provider to help cover the costs. Plus, we have travel assistance programs to get you here by plane or train. Make this free call right now to learn more. 800-403-5912. 800-403-5912. 800-403-5912. That's 800-403-5912.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip, or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Guys, it's Fifth Street Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I was just talking to Nick, and Nick was chirping about his favorite town in Azerbaijan is called Sheki. And now, how would you like the two girls that he's gone out with? What is it, Bulga and what's the other one?
Vorovka.
Vorovka and Bulga. I mean, this country is actually bordered. Okay, look at how live you're drawing here for good-looking girls. You're bordered by Georgia, Armenia, Iran, Turkey, and Russia. I mean, come on. Anyways, Brian, bring it in, buddy. Name me somebody famous from that you looked up from that place.
Well, there's a guy you might be familiar with named Gary Kasparov. Do you know the name?
Yeah, he's an unbelievable chess player.
Yeah, so I figured that was right up your alley. It's the home of the Arm Wrestling Federation. It's like the the headquarters of World Arm Wrestling is in Baku.
Wow.
They love gold teeth. They have one of the highest percentages of gold teeth among the population of Azerbaijan, and they love pancakes. So how about that?
Yeah, and it also sounds like the women on the beach would be more with the bikinis would be more in the Chewbacca kind of.
Well, hey, listen, I wouldn't talk about gold teeth. I mean, isn't Mississippi the state with the fewest teeth per capita in the United States?
I think that's West Virginia.
Maybe.
But wait a minute. We can't let the English guy make teeth jokes. That's not right.
Oh my gosh. You'll never see an old English portrait with the guy smiling. Never.
Speaking of Chewbacca, also the biggest tourist attraction in the capital is the National Carpet Museum. So how about that?
Wow. I just can't think of another. I mean, why would they still? Okay, well, anyways, guys, we got a big rundown. We like MLB dogs. We're totally opposed, Rick and I, on the Golden State game. Brian likes the value of Golden State, maybe winning it outright. Guys, thank you. Appreciate you. Great show. Oklahoma, Brian, Florida, Rick. Folks, we appreciate you and thank you. And we'll see you Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 5th Street Sports. We got a great show on Monday for you.